Alright guys, you can try this next question and resume the video for its solution. Okay, this is one of the simplest questions in this lot, guys. A container has 40 liters of milk. Then 4 liters are removed from the container and replaced with 4 liters of water. This process of replacing 4 liters of the liquid in the container with an equal amount of water is continued repeatedly. The smallest number of times of doing this process, after which the volume of milk in the container becomes less than that of water is. So we have to observe something, guys. We have this concept called as the concept of dilution. We have already discussed this concept in arithmetic. You can review that entire thing, very important from CAT perspective. So the concept goes on something like this, guys. If you have V liters of a pure solution, from which if you remove X liters of a liquid, from which if you remove X liters and replace by water in every transaction, the percentage of the pure content left after N transactions will be V minus X upon V, the whole raised to the power n. So in this case, we have 40 liters of container, V is 40, from which you are removing 4 liters every time and replacing by water. So after every transaction, the percentage content of milk left would be 40 minus 4 upon 40. This basically is 0.9 in terms of fractions. So in one transaction, the content of milk becomes 0.9 times. In two transactions, it will become 0.9 raised to 2. So 0.9 square. After three transactions, this would become 0.9 raised to 3. So after n number of transactions, guys, the fraction of pure milk in this solution becomes 0.9 raised to n. Now, as per this question, the content of milk, the volume of milk should become less than that of water. That means in the total solution, the fraction of milk should become less than 50%. 50% in terms of fraction will be 50 upon 100. That is 1 by 2 or 0.5. So you want 0.9 raised to n to be less than 0.5. You can use the on-screen calculator for this. I personally prefer using the powers of 9. So guys, 9 raised to 2 is 81 and 9 raised to 4 is 81 square, that is 6561. So 0.9 raised to 4 will be 0.6561. This is still not less than 0.5. So we need to undertake the transaction one more time into 0.9. Here onwards, this using the on-screen calculator will be very, very beneficial. Or you can do it manually also. This multiplied by roughly 0.9, 0.59. So after 5 transactions, 0.9 raised to 5 will give you 0.59049. This is still not less than 50%. So we'll have to undertake the transaction one more time. This will become again 0.9 times. So if you make it 0.6, 0.6 multiplied by 0.9, this is again roughly 0.54, still not less than 50%, and 0.9 has been raised to the power 6. And if you make this 0.9 multiplied by 0.9 power 6 one more time, 0.54 gets multiplied by 0.9. 9 4s are 36, 9 5s are 45, and 3 is 0.48. Yes. This is precisely what we want. The value of fractional content of water should be less than 0.5. It has become 0.486. After how many such transactions? 5, 6, and one more. After exactly 7 transactions. So after how many processes will the volume of milk become less than water? The answer is exactly after 7 such processes.